Hi everybody, and welcome back to World of Warships. This game, I'm back in the Isakazi. Ooh, I can look around. In a tier something game. A tier 5 game, in fact, although there's not many tier 5 ships. There's only 4 tier 5s, and the rest are all tier 4. So though technically speaking I'm bottom tier, that's not a big deal. Now we're all sitting here deciding what to do. If you look in the chat you can see we're deciding what bases to go for. This game was actually fairly pleasantly teamworky in that respect, in that we actually had a plan. So you'll see it appearing in chat. The basic idea was that everybody would go for B and C and leave A, and then we would go from there. So I haven't actually started moving yet for some reason. Yeah, there we go. So they've now decided B and C. I've started moving. Everybody else has agreed, so you'll notice that our 2 battleships just there are both heading south, because they're heading to link up with the bottom team, who will then go for C and try and cap B. What I said, as you can see in chat, is I said I was going to go and keep an eye on A. So the idea basically was that I wasn't going to go and try and take it, because there's no chance of me doing that. But the idea is just to keep an eye on where their team is going. So you know, we know how many ships are likely to be up here, how many ships are in the south. We get an idea of what their plan is, basically. So I was, yeah, battleships already heading south. I was hoping the cruisers would come and follow me, which at least one of them did. So the idea was I'd have a bit of backup. Now, bad weather's passed, so nice and sunny. What I'm doing my best to do here is try and close the distance and maybe get some torpedoes off. But what I really don't want to do is be spotted. So my torpedo range is 7 kilometers. If I bring the mouse up and mouse over the torpedo thing, you won't see for some reason. No? Okay, never mind. Anyway, my torpedo range is 7 kilometers. My spot range is something like 6.1, something 6.2, something like that. So I've got just under a kilometer gap between my maximum torpedo range and the range at which I'm spotted. They're capturing now. There's a destroyer in their cap at the moment, as well as that cruiser. So what I'm trying to do is get within range to get some torpedoes off, but not get spotted. That's basically what I'm trying to do. I know there's a destroyer there somewhere. He's probably hiding behind that island. That cruiser just took a big old hit. That would have been a citadel. So he's my target. So I'll just get some torpedoes off, you know, might as well. But then I realised just after I fired them off that he's actually slowing down. Which suggests that there might be a smoke screen either going up or about to go up. Our carrier's complaining because he's just lost all his planes. Together he flew all his fighters over something or other, and we've just lost our Minakazi, our other destroyer. Yeah, there we go, there's the smoke screen. So he's backing into the smoke screen. I'm waiting for my torpedoes to reload. My first lot have missed completely. Now, smoke screens are a bit of a two-edged sword, because on the one hand they hide you, but on the other hand you can't see anything coming either. So I just accidentally killed the destroyer who was creating the smoke screen with my torpedoes, because he couldn't see them coming because he was in smoke. So that was my first kill of the day. This game was a bit weird really, because I'm still not sure whether I can claim credit for any of my success or whether it was just luck, because I did much better than I usually do. And I don't know whether that credit was due to me being good or the other team being useless, but either way. So we just throw in some more torpedoes just to test our luck, because I know the cruiser is in there somewhere. I think he's around here, but let's say the idea with the torpedoes basically is to try and just take some pot shots and see what I can get. He won't be able to see them coming because he's in the smoke screen. So if they are on target, then he's dead, basically. And we shall see what we see. In the meantime, I'm switching over to... Ooh dear, just took him out as well. He was already on half health, so I only needed a couple of hits, and I got a couple of hits. So that's 2 kills by accident so far, and I've not actually been spotted yet in this game at all. So this game, this is one of those games where everything just came together and it just went perfectly. Battleships drove in straight lines, you know, you get the idea. So now I'm homing in on this battleship here. Not him, he's a little bit further away. Yep, so now the torps are off. I can't remember whether I get him or not. There we go. I'm just showing you where he's going. So then we put another salvo off. I'm trying to learn something. I'm trying to do. I've just been spotted. Eep. He's too close. We're legging it now. My basic hope is I'm trying to learn to stagger my torpedo launchers. The idea is that the battleships, half the time the battleships will guess. Ooh, cruiser! And that's a battleship. I just took him out. Well, I didn't take him out, but got a couple of nice big hits on him. That battleship, I'm still detected. This battleship here is causing massive problems. That one is shooting at me because he's spotting me. So I'm trying to get far enough away to avoid being spotted. I think at some point I'll pop a smoke screen, I can't remember. I'm still detected. I'm just going to kind of pop some torpedoes at him now because I thought I might as well. But I'm putting some either side of the aiming shadow because I don't know which way he's going to turn. So the idea is if he turns back this way, then I've got a set going there and eesh! That was a big hit. However, I'm going away from him now. I've just used my repair kit to keep my engine up and I've popped the smoke screen. Just in time because everybody's shooting at me now. He's dodged those torpedoes. Hopefully that last set might get him, but I don't think they will. I think they're a bit too far away. So now I'm in smoke, and hopefully they've forgotten that I exist, and I'm just waiting for him to drive away. And he is now. So I start trying to... what am I doing? Oh yeah, I remember now, yeah. What I'm trying to do is I'm directly stern to these guys. Like, this guy is in a perfect position, but I can't launch torpedoes at him because my bottom is pointed in the wrong way. So I think eventually I work out and I put it in reverse and just turn enough to get my torpedoes into line and then stop. He's obviously forgotten that I'm here now because what's happened is I can see out because this other cruiser is spotting them for me. There we go, and I think I stopped there, yeah. And then I put the engines back into stop mode. All the torpedoes are away. I think my smoke screen is about to die. But they're not shooting at me because there's a smoke screen. I really didn't understand smoke screens when I first started, and I didn't notice that this one was dying and I'm suddenly visible. So I was like, oh crap, I need to speed up. But those torpedoes are bang on target, and that's kill number 3, I think. Yeah, kill number 3. So we've done 68,000 damage. And suddenly I'm not visible again because the only battleship in view range was sunk. And I got a nice little devastating strike medal, which is quite nice. Here's one of the medals, there's my damage. So the next plan is to go for this other guy here, which is what I'm doing now. So look, trying to launch both sides of this. This is the aiming shadow which predicts where he's going. Problem is that assumes that he's sailing in a straight line, which he almost certainly isn't. Even battleships, generally speaking, aren't that stupid. Jingle's comments aside. And this guy's also going away from me, so I suspect that these torpedoes will probably run out of range because he's moving away from them, or a little bit away from them. You can tell from the minimap, even if it's difficult to see from the screen. So these guys are now heading south, so they're heading to get to B now. So what I then do is like, oh cool, right, there's nobody around here anymore, so I'm going to go and cap A. And that's now what we go and do. So those two battleships now heading south, having already lost half their fleet up here. Well, 3 of their fleet up here. The other 2 are bugging out and they're going down to reinforce their guys down south, which I guess is fair enough. There's only a cruiser and me up here anyway. Even though they can't actually see me, they've got to know that I'm here. So now I'm going to go and cap. Can we do a free camera? No, we can't. What's the free camera button? Not that one. It's not that either. Blah 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 blah. Let me just try and find this out. Meanwhile, you guys can watch. Okay. There we go. So, let's fly over here. So I'm busy capping. Meanwhile, there we go, I've just capped. These guys are sailing south. I'm getting some compliments from the other guys in the team, which is nice. They're capping B, and now I'm chasing them. That is what's happening at the moment. But I've got to be careful about the route I take. I can't just chase them directly because firstly they're at the wrong angle. They're facing directly away from me, and hitting anybody with torpedoes at that kind of angle is just wrong. He's within gun range, but I'm also carefully not firing, because if I fire my guns he'll see me. Basically. And Japanese guns are rubbish anyway on destroyers. The main benefit of this destroyer is its torpedoes. He's within maximum torpedo range now, but I don't know what he's doing. He's too far away, really. And also my torpedoes will go straight into the island if I aim at him now. So the next plan is to use these islands as cover. So what I'm going to be doing, if I go down the minimap, is I'm basically going to do this. If you follow my mouse around there, like that. So I should be within point blank range, more or less, by the time I become visible. So I'll fire torpedoes at him. The torpedoes will take probably maybe 10 seconds to get there, which means that he's a big, fat, heavy, slow battleship. His ability to dodge is almost non-existent at that kind of range. One of the big complaints about high-tier battleships at high tiers is that they have a lot of trouble dodging airborne torpedo launchers for that reason, because the aeroplanes are too quick. And then he had the bad manners to die before my torpedoes could get there, which I thought was rather rude. But kudos to the carrier. I think it was the carrier. It might not be the carrier. It looked like it was dive bombers. But kudos to whoever killed him. I think it was the battleship. We have a battleship here who's also on a lot of kills. Me and him just kind of cleaned up between us, I think. So there's this guy. Hopefully he's not looking at me, because I've been detected now, and I can't really fire until I'm past this wreck, as the torpedoes will just hit that. And torpedoes are loaded. I need to get mine off. He's just been hit by torpedoes, but not many of them. His secondaries are opening up. Yeah, we're almost past the wreck. We're almost past the wreck, and torpedoes away. And I just hope I don't die before they get there. They're moving there quickly, and he opens up with a full broadside. Ah, dear! And I'm still alive. Oh gosh, that was amazing. I just lost almost all my health. However, he just lost all of his. I'm still here, and I slowed down and popped the next smoke screen. That was, man, I kind of almost wet myself when that actually happened. Not literally. But I've just popped smoke now. Oh man, that was lucky. That guy should have killed me then. The reason I popped smoke just then was because I was worried about enemy aircraft. But then I couldn't see any, because I wasn't really looking hard enough. They're just there. I was worried about enemy aircraft getting me. So that was my logic there, was because I'm in such low health now. I'm basically one hit kill for anything. However, there's a carrier over here with my name on. So I want to see if I can get him. Now we bring out the guns. And miss completely. But we did bring out the guns, because this guy can't fire back. And then we just get the last torpedoes off. Torpedo bombers are coming in. We get all of the torpedoes off. And I don't even bother trying to dodge these. I probably could, to be honest, but I think I had vague hopes of outrunning them, and to be honest, I got most of them, actually. Only one of them hit me. That was enough. So, that was the end of that battle. Now I've just paused it so I can go through the results very quickly. I got caught by that last torpedo. I almost, look at that, I almost avoided that last one. Caught me right in the stern. If I'd had my engine boost on, I might have succeeded there, actually. So, final roundup. Dead enemy carrier. We got 1 incapacitation, 4 kills, 6 causes of floodings, 10 torpedo hits in 1 battle. Gosh, that's more than I get in a dozen battles sometimes. We did some capping, we did some decapping. I think that's the right way around, might be the other way around. We got a devastating strike, and finally, in the final seconds of the battle, we got the Kraken Unleashed medal, which you get for 5 kills. So, that was the end of that. If you enjoyed that game, that was one of the best destroy games. Well, in fact, it was the best destroy game I've ever had so far. How much of that was due to me, and how much of that was due to the enemy, and how much of it was due to blind dumb luck, I have no idea, but I enjoyed playing it, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to leave a like, subscribe, or whatever, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.